Okay, go ahead. Go
Say
ahead.
4 or 5 people on each
Wait, what's the
side.
name of the game?
It's called Bal Chaplan. I don't know what is. I don't know the English name for that. There'll be say 2 teams, 4 or 5 people on each team. There'll be a line drawn, and one of these guys will go into the other, cross the other side, and come back without getting caught or hurt.
Ah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
That's good. And they used to keep on saying like that, repeating, and so you have to run and escape, and then come back. Okay, that is one of the game. And all this we used to play in our own house, because in that Manik Street house, the front yard there is a open space. We were playing all inside the house in our own compound.
Wow.
So these are the only games that we had, flying kite, and of course as we grew up, then we were hanging around with friends and going to movies.
So who are your best friends?
Yeah? But
Your 2 friends, Ramurthy and?
Huh?
Tell us about your friends.
My friends, my closest friends are Ramurthy and Visheswaran, and they are my classmates from, I would say, about 5th grade or something like that. So we've been close for, after getting out of the school, each one went, I went to medical, and Ramurthy went for accounting, and he became an auditor. Visheswaran was employed in the corporation as a sanitary inspector. There's also another guy by the name Devanathan. He was not our classmate, but he's one of the good friends. And another one was Whiting. He was also in Chulai. I had in Chulai, in the same house, in the front, I had a clinic and private practice. So I used to practice there itself in the evening. And in Nungamakam also, in the same house, in the something like in the front portion, I had practice. So we'll close this door, and people will come and wait there, and one by one they'll examine them and prescribe and things like that. And I tell you, even after becoming a doctor and practicing, when we are living in Chulai with our parents, we cannot just go out any time like this. There's curfew for us. We have to tell them where we are going and when we'll be back and all those things. And sometimes we won't be given permission to go. So that's where we grew up. Okay? And mind you, that was after I became a doctor.
Oh my.
After. So these guys, Ramurthy and Visheswaran, come and come to my clinic and wait until all the patients are seen. And then we'll decide to go to movie. Then we got to take permission. My mom will give anything, okay, put one. But if dad, and my brother will always tell on us, the older brother.
So did you go for any movies, Ma?
Yeah, I used to go with Perima, my mother's sister, and Nandini. We 3 will go.
See, one time I remember, I was probably in college, not. I went to, Hyderabad to visit one of our uncles, and because gradually we lost contact and become more infrequent. Okay. So one time I don't know for what I went. I did go to the thing. And then I think with my aunt's son Raji, two of us went for a movie or something like that. And coming back, they were trying to rob us. Okay, we ran for our life. And they were chasing us. And then we came across a train, not a train station, where there were lots of goods trains were parked. So we had to go and get into one of those goods trains and hide ourselves for the whole night, almost the whole night.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that was...
So you were late getting home.
That was an experience. That was in Hyderabad. It happened in Hyderabad.
Wow.
So even in Madras, when we go to movie, particularly if you go to a late movie, when the movie is over around 12:30 or 1 o'clock, Indian movies take a long time, and there will be no transportation. Okay, we have to walk home, and walking some areas are not safe. And if somebody is falling, we have to speed up. We have to suspect, because they come and rob us.
உங்கள் அப்பா அந்த பிக்னிக்ஸை பற்றி சொல்லுங்க. பிக்னிக்.
Oh, see, my dad was a member of a club. It was a sort of a literary club, and meant for some discourses and discussions and things like that. But they also had a social part of it, and they called it Hindu Good Templars League. And the social, this thing is that they were promoting abstinence from drinking. Okay, so they will go to different villages and show some movies or thing about the ill effects of drinking, and make propaganda against drinking. Okay, that's a social thing. But actually it was converted into a picnic for enjoyment, for fun. So people used to come only for the food and cards game. Okay? When this meeting is taking place, nobody will attend. Only a few people will attend. All the rest will be here. So we also became members, and we went to one of the and it says that in that club, it's something like Masonic Lodge or something like that. They used to have a password. You had to go, and every quarter there will be an election for a president, treasurer, and all those things. And then that president will give a password, and each member has to go, and he will tell you in his ear. And when the meeting starts, the door will be closed, and there will be a steward who's guarding the door, and when somebody goes in or knocks at the door, he will ask for the password. Then only he will let you in. Okay? Now, one time the picnic, and this, see, my dad used to be, lecturing and things like that. And all this. Some of the people were literally minded, but others were more about planning for the picnic. There was one headmaster of a school who used to wear a turban and come. What he will do is, and see, every meeting, before meeting, there will be some snacks, sweet and some snacks and coffee and all those things. So they will eat and have to come to the meeting. Some people will eat and go away. Okay? And the president, that's why the president has to host all these every week, Wednesday. So then in the meeting, there will be some discussion about the planning for the picnic, where they are going. And so this guy, the headmaster, will be snoring and sleeping like this, with a turban over his, covering his head, like pulling his cap. He'll be snoring, but when the discussion about the shrimp and this thing comes, he will wake up. About the menu. Okay? So he would say the shrimp should be 3 inches or 4 inches in diameter, something. Anyway, that's one thing. And one time when we went to picnic, it used to be over a weekend, and there will be good food, and then card game. And we have to take our own, like a sleeping bag or something like that. We don't have sleeping bags there. We have to take this shawl, and so one of the old men, Chakaling Mulyar, was known to us. He brought he was also playing cards. He brought this a black shawl and put it there, and then he was playing cards late. By the time people started going to bed, and whatever is available they were taking. Like his shawl was taken away by somebody. Okay? So when he finished the game and came, he couldn't find the shawl. It's cold. So he was just going and asking everybody, where is my Karuppu Kambli? Karuppu Kambli, that's how. Where is my Karuppu Kambli? Karuppu Kambli. யாரோ எடுத்துட்டான்னு சொல்லிட்டு he was waking up everybody. So we were, myself, Ramurthy, we knew, but we were just quietly pretending to sleep. And then one day after that, when we went to the meeting, and this gentleman who lost his Karuppu Kambli was the steward or gatekeeper. So he had to ask for the passport. When he asked the passport, he forgot the passport. So he said something I said something and he let me in. It's not when Ramurthy came, he could not think of anything, so he said Karuppu Kambli. And then he reported to the president, this member is not telling the correct passport. He complained. And then we had to go to the president on the date, and then he will tell you in his ear, and then he has got to go back and tell the passport and get in. So these are the kind of formalities they have. It was fun. So that's how the Karuppu Kambli came, Vijay acted.
That was funny.
கருப்பு கம்பளியை காணோம், கருப்பு கம்பளியை காணோம். விஜயா கார்த்திகா
Vijay தான்.
That was funny.
Ramurthy could not think of anything. Karuppu Kambli.